Today I'm going to be sharing some top tips and tricks for your vision book. So if you haven't already got a vision book, brilliant, you are in the right place. And if you have already got one, then that's great. We're going to be sharing with you some top tips today so you can get even more out of it. Throughout the video today, I am going to be using our vision book kit just to illustrate some of the ideas. You can of course follow along without using this, but if you do like the look of it, it comes with its own personalised art print and some tips for creating yours. You've also got 3 sticker sheets there. I've just thrown the art print on the floor, which you can also check out. If you are interested, I will pop a link below so you can see more. Vision board, vision book, which is better? Should you have one or the other or both? I say have both. They actually serve for me 2 different purposes. In this vision book, we're going to be getting really in-depth and in-deep on all of those things that you want to achieve and accomplish, and a vision board is a really nice visual reminder and representation of all of those things. It's quite nice to have it out, have it so you can see it every day, and whereas a vision book you might have to kind of remind yourself to look at it. As I say, there are a lot of benefits to having a vision book. We're going to be going into some of those in this video. So for the purpose of this, I definitely think have both. And if you'd be interested in seeing a video of how you can translate your vision book into a vision board, definitely let me know in the comments below. So you've got your vision book in front of you, you've got a blank piece of paper, and you might be thinking, what on earth do I write about in here? Often happens to us when we have a blank page, right? As a start of a 10, I've got 3 questions or 3 areas that you can look at in your vision book to help you to get your imagination going and think about all the things that you want to achieve. The first one are the experiences you want to have and the things that you want to do. In this, I want you to have a think about the kind of your dream job, your dream place to live, the places that you want to travel to, how you want to travel, where do you want to stay when you go traveling, and really get down on paper all of those things that you want to experience and that you want to do. This can include things that you want to buy for yourself. This can also include work accomplishments that you want to achieve. Really just think about all the experiences you want to have and things that you want to do. The next area to think about is what skills and attributes do you want to develop. So have a think about those experiences and think about if there are any skills that you need to develop that will enable you to achieve those. So whether that's skills at work, in your career, like getting really good at presenting or public speaking perhaps, or whether that's something to help you travel. Maybe you need to learn a new language to travel to the countries that you want to go to. Think about the other skills that you just generally want to develop. Maybe you've always wanted to develop your skills as a photographer or making videos or developing your cooking skills, or maybe you want to become the fittest and healthiest version of yourself. Think about all those skills that you want to develop and crucially the things that are going to help you to achieve some of those experiences. The third area to think about is how you want to serve your community, society as a whole. What do you want to do with your time to help and to give back? That could be deciding the charities that you want to support or donate to, deciding where you want to maybe volunteer some of your time. Have a think about what you can give back and how you can serve people around you. Maybe it's through your work and job, maybe it's something that you do in your spare time as a hobby. Knowing that you're giving back and doing something which is helping other people is such a brilliant way to stay motivated. It's also really, really fulfilling, and it's a really good thing for us to do. Another brilliant exercise to have a go at in your vision book is your dream day in the life. So bringing together all of those things that you were thinking about, like your experiences, the skills you want to develop, and how you want to serve. What does all that look like as an average day? Where are you waking up? What do you see when you look out the window? What's your commute to work like? What's your morning routine like? What do you do when you're at work? Who are your colleagues and who are you working with? And what does that working day look like? And then what do you do when you come home on an evening? What's your night routine? And having a think about all of that and bringing it together in a dream day in the life is a really nice way to visualize and connect to all of those things that you're writing down. Now, if you're feeling a little bit stuck, or maybe this isn't really coming very easily to you at this point, you're not really sure about the experiences you want to have, and you're feeling a little bit panicked, a bit stressed, I know exactly what that's like. You start going, oh, I can't think of anything, and you get a mental block. Don't worry. You don't have to get absolutely everything down on paper. This does not need to be perfect. And I also have a couple of journal prompts for you which are going to help if you're feeling a little bit stuck. The first one is to think about the things that bring you joy at the moment. So what do you really, really enjoy doing? What do you love spending your time on? What is something you could spend hours on and not get bored and then look at the clock and think, oh my goodness, it's been 5 hours and I've been doing this one thing. Have a think about all of those different things. The second one is to think about what values are really important to you. This is particularly useful if you're feeling a bit stuck, you may be thinking about going down a different career track. Spending a bit of time to think about, you know, what is bringing you joy and what do you value? What's important to you? Is service important to you? Is spending time with other people important to you? What causes do you really, really care about? And how do you feel like you want to show up and serve each day? I know that these can feel like quite big questions, and it might be that you write them down, you kind of take a few days to think about them, and then you come back to them. The point is just spend some time thinking about, you know, what do you enjoy and what makes you happy, because those things are really important. The next tip I have for you is to really connect to some of the things that you've written down in your vision book. So whereas a vision board is a really great highlight reel and really brilliant to help us visualize some of those things that we want to achieve, what doing some of this in a vision book allows us to do is to really connect to why these things are important to us. So I've done some other videos on how to stay motivated, and one of the things I talk about a lot is really being able to connect to your why. This is really valuable because when it comes to actually, you know, when you're trying to achieve something, especially something you've never achieved before, you can often face hurdles to get there. Fear might kick in, you might have to do things which are uncomfortable, and it might take a long time to achieve it. So being able to stay on track and push through all of that to get there is gonna require sometimes a bit of grit, and knowing why you're doing it and why it's important is really valuable. So taking some time to write down and explore why achieving this or having this experience is important, how you'll feel when you get there, and also who is going to benefit from you achieving this. And by the way, it's absolutely fine if the person who'll benefit is you. You being happier, you feeling more joyful, you achieving something is brilliant for the people around you as well. It's not selfish, you just want to do things for yourself, because you being in a better mood, you know, instantly if you walk into a room and someone's feeling really down or angry, you can pick up on that. And in the same way, people can pick up on if you're feeling fulfilled and happy. So it actually benefits your friends, your family, your neighbours, everybody around you, for you to feel joy and feel fulfillment. My next tip for your vision book is to use this as a space to start mapping out and breaking down some of your goals. So you might want to use this as a log for your yearly goals or your 6 monthly goals. But once again, this is a really brilliant place to actually go and look back and think about all of those things that you thought were once impossible and that you've gone off and achieved, and a brilliant kind of log of our achievements. So this is going to be something, as I've said a few times, that's going to grow with you, and so having it as a place where you log all of your goals is brilliant. On that point as well, a vision book is a really great place not only map out your future goals but look back on your past achievements. So as I've said a couple of times, this can be something that grows with you, but if you're at that point where you're just starting out, having a list and having a dedicated page where you literally write out all of your achievements, all of the things, different things that you've accomplished that you're proud of, is a fantastic thing to look back on, especially when you're feeling a moment of self-doubt, or you're getting stuck in that question of how am I going to actually do this? Am I the sort of person who can even achieve any of these things that I've set out? Having a page there which is a list of your past achievements and reading through that and reminding yourself of what you've actually done in the past. We can forget very easily. We can get focused and stuck on the negative and all the things that we haven't achieved, and we forget all of these brilliant things that we have achieved. So create a dedicated page in your vision book just to have lots of positive and wonderful achievements. We are now going to talk about pitfalls, things to avoid when you are creating a vision book. The first one is, and I've covered this a little bit before, is that you get stuck on thinking this needs to be perfect and completely exhaustive. One of the massive benefits of having a vision book is that when you've achieved something, you can go back in and you can write in the date when you achieved it. So you're able to actually look back on things and see not only all the things that you want to achieve, but all the things that you have. This means that your vision book can be completely iterative. So if you're focused on travel, don't need to put all the places you want to travel in. You can put a few in, then think about it later and go, oh, actually I want to travel here as well. So don't get stuck on thinking it needs to be perfect. This is something that's going to grow with you over time. The second pitfall that's really easy to fall into is getting stuck in the detail or getting stuck in thinking about how. This is really easy to fall into. It's a bit of a mindset trap. So if you're writing away in your vision book and then suddenly thinking, how am I actually going to do this? Don't worry about that. This is not the place of figuring out the how. The how will come later, and believe me, it always does. Like, you will figure out how to do some of these things. It's just going to take time. This is a place to set out all of the intentions, set out your dreams, set out all of those things that you want to achieve. Let your imagination run completely wild here and push yourself. write something down, think, could I actually go a bit further than that? You know, could I, I want to do some speaking, for example. Well, okay, I want to do some speaking on stages. Well, how big could the audience be? Could it even be a TED Talk? Could it be an audience of 100,000, 10,000, whatever it is? Keep pushing yourself to just kind of keep pushing at those boundaries a little bit further. This is the place to do that, and don't get worried and get stuck on thinking about the how it's going to happen. If you got to this point in the video, I'd love it if you drop a little star emoji in the comments below so I can see who's watched this, and why not spread some words of encouragement to other viewers. Let's get some good positive vibes going. And if you're feeling brave, let me know like some of the things that are in your vision book and the things that you want to achieve, and whether you found any of these tips useful. I'd absolutely love to connect with you. So those are some top tips for your vision book. As I say, if you are interested in getting a bit more guidance and help with this, we've got the vision book kit, which has stickers that you can use to decorate a book, and lots of journal prompts and some tips as well on how to achieve them, as well as like a lovely motivational and inspirational personalized art print too. So I will drop, as I said, a link below. Give this video a bit of a thumbs up as well if you have enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to the channel and check out our other videos on how to set your goals and achieve big things and stay motivated. We've got lots of content on there that should hopefully help you along your journey. So thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you all around the internet very soon.